Welcome to Uniquely Loved, a celebration of authenticity and divine inspiration. Hello, my loves. Today's episode, I'm going to get raw and probably emotional with you. This is way out of my comfort zone, but this is a topic that I am extremely passionate about because it hits home. So, the title is Depression is a Fucking Liar, and that's the truth. It truly is. I have notes here that I'm going to read off so I don't get off track. But I have dealt with depression, PTSD, anxiety for years, decades, over 2 decades. And these conditions have us believing that everything sucks, that every small setback is proof of us being a failure. That's not true, but it really feels like it when we're in the moment. And depression will have us fully believing that we are worthless, even when we have proof of successes, because it will twist everything. And it'll look like, no, you're not. No, you're really not. That's not a success. That's not a win. It truly, your wins are wins. Take stock of them. Depression will have us exhausted, even after doing just a few chores, or incapable of getting out of bed after a restless night. Depression has us feeling defeated. We think or say things like, I am so tired of always being the strong one. Where's my help when I need it? Why am I the one always checking in on people? No one bothers to see if I'm okay, that I need help. Depression tells us that we are a burden to our friends and family. It'll tell us that our friends only tolerate us, that they don't really care about us. They don't even think about us. That's not true. And I know because this hit me really freaking hard this year. Depression is a sneaky bastard. I've used every single coping mechanism, energy healing would get me feeling like I could make it through the day. All my coping techniques that I've learned that I help people with, that I teach people with. I have used every single one, just about every single day to help me. And it would help. I would shed some of the yuck. I would let go, feel a little bit lighter. And this whole year has been a really deep healing process for so many of us. And after a while, it got to the point where even that didn't really seem to make a huge difference for me. Um, Another issue would crop up that had me digging deep in another area of my subconscious, and then back into the depths of depression I would go. And it would feel like I was trying to just claw my way out of. I shed despair a while ago, but hopeless, feeling defeated has been my big thing this year. And I didn't even realize it was getting really bad until I would have to take naps almost every single day. Um, I knew I was exhausted, and rest is okay. Rest, we need to care for ourselves and we need to honor our energy. And I would take it as a win when I could actually afford to give myself rest and not guilt trip myself for it, not be like, oh, I should be doing all these things. Um, I need to be doing all this around the house for my business, whatnot. And it's like, no, I'm taking care of me. This is apparently what I need, and that's okay. And that would be a win. I would mark that as a win because it is. And then of course, I would still feel like I didn't have the guilt trip, but I would still feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And my husband would start just picking up the slack around the house, doing some things, and it would seem so effortless. And that struck me because I know he's hurting. We both deal with chronic pain. We're both retired military. So, our bodies break down after so many years in the military, doing heavy lifting, crawling around aircraft, and doing everything that we did. And I'm also dealing with some chronic illnesses, but some of the things that I used to find a little more effortless, he would just do effortlessly. And I got jealous. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. I can't even pull myself to do that. Hmm. And that would tell me, hey, guess what? You need more help. Even coaches, even healers, even therapists, even counselors, even doctors need help. So those who help need help. And I'd been in and out of counseling for a while. When we moved here, I kind of let that slide. I was like, we had so much to do. I started the business and it's like, yeah, I'll pick that up later. Now was my later. This year was that time for me. I was like, okay. So I did some research and I found a counseling center that is pagan and LGBT friendly. They do exist. There are so many open-minded people out there, but you do have to look. And I lucked out because that particular center has a few interns, and interns need to get their hours. They need to offer their services. They need to actually employ the skills that they're learning for their certification, and they do it for free. That was huge. So, asking for help is not a weakness. Seeking help is not a weakness, it's a strength. Our society does not want us to think that. Not really, but it is. Taking medication, it's a tool. All of the practices and mechanisms and tools that I teach, the energy healing, all of that, all my witchcraft and everything, I see it as a tool to help me get better, to help my clients get better, to help them and myself find, uncover, different things that we can do, different ways of being. And all of that is a process, but all of it is a tool for us to not only figure out exactly who and how we are, but uncover our own skills and our own unique magic. And magic in itself is a tool. It truly is. It's a tool for us to manipulate the reality around us so we can have the life, the reality that we want, that we deserve. But in order to get that, oftentimes we need to actually believe that we deserve that better reality. And counseling can help. Going to a healer can help. Taking medication can help. Anything that helps us balance ourselves, our energy, our mental and physical and emotional spheres, realms, dimensions, whatever you want to call it. Anything that helps us balance all of that and bring it back into the body, integrate it, and help us feel better, help us realize exactly who and how we are so we can utilize our magic in a way that benefits us wholeheartedly. And the more we heal, the more magic we uncover, the more skills we uncover. And that has been my process, anyways. That has been my experience throughout the years. And that has been a lot of the experience for a lot of my clients. And I bring all of this up because depression fucking sucks. It'll have us thinking that we're completely powerless when we are not. We are not. So if you need it, seek help. This time of year sucks for so many of us. And there's so much pressure on us to feel jolly, to feel joyous, when a lot of times we just feel alone. We can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. That's normal. It is, especially if you're dealing with depression. Depression will lie and say that we're alone when we're not. It'll say that we don't have support when we do. We have people around us. Our entire spiritual team is always trying to reach out to us and get us to realize that we're not alone, that we can keep going. So keep going. Keep going. You're worth it. Fight the feeling of defeat. Fight those feelings of hopelessness. Fight the feelings of despair because you are worth it. You are. I love you. I support you. Always remember you are accepted. You are valid. You are loved. You are supported.